I've worked with men in corrective services and Department of Defence for over about 14 years now throughout all of Queensland, so far north and down in southeast Queensland as well. For me, working with men and in male-dominated workplaces as well has really just seen me exposed to a broad range of men.
What state are Australia's men in?
It's getting better, certainly improving, but we're still really concerned particularly about those between the age of 40 and 55-ish, which have much higher rates of suicide. So I don't know if many people know, but sadly for those over the age of 40, the most likely and most common way that men die is at their own hands. So that's our fathers, our uncles, our brothers, our grandfathers that are taking their own lives. So not in a vehicle, not in a road accident, not out on a farm, but actually at their own hands.
You're looking to help these guys and sort of bring them out of their shells. What are you doing differently?
Yeah, I think for me when I looked into this, it was about creating a space where fellas could really just relax and be themselves. So for me, this space is all about blokes. So, you know, you come in, you sit at a bar, we've got the dartboard, we've got the minibar fridge, there's no beer in it unfortunately, just ginger beer. We've got the computer set up for, you know, your YouTube and your music, so we can kick back, have a few drinks, listen to some music, play some darts and have a chat about what's going on.
How do you find guys cope with talking to a woman about their problems?
Yeah, it can be a bit different at first, but I always find that once you kick back and you relax and you realise that you're not getting judged, it's confidential, it stays in the room, and really it's just like having a yarn up at the bar. Fellas generally go really well. I don't use long fancy words or positive affirmations. It's really just keeping it simple. Blokes like to get in, fix it, a spade is a spade, tell it like it is, get it done.
And how do we get more blokes talking about their problems and going to see people like you?
Well, I feel there's a really big movement, a bit of an upsurging, which is awesome, coming from all age brackets where fellas are going, enough's enough, we've got to talk about this. We've got to talk to our sons and our fathers and our uncles and talk more about our emotions. You know, when stuff's going on and we find ourselves, you know, separated or we've lost a loved one or we're in financial hardship or farm's not going well, then I think there's more of an expectation now that fellas are talking about it, and I think there's a lot of really great work getting done in this space by certain organisations and certain media as well is really driving it, which is excellent. So I think it's turning, but it's a slow turn.
Is there an onus on family members to try and spot some of the signs of grief or stress?
Yeah, look, family members and your mates that are closest to you will be the first to notice that there might be a change in you. You know, you went from perhaps being out fishing, fun-loving, through to being more intolerant, angry, quick to anger, frustrated. So not yourself. So those closest to you will always be the first to notice. They're often the ones that will phone me and go, I really want to book an appointment for him. But I'll always go, look, you know, get them to give us a call, have a yarn first, and then we'll go from there.
So Kylie, you mentioned before the dartboard, and we're sitting here in front of it now. How popular is that as a way of bringing blokes out of their shells?
Yeah, lots love it. We don't worry about hitting the wall because we can always paint over it. But lots of blokes love it. It's a great way to kick things off, and you can spend the whole time playing darts and not even realise where the time's gone.
Well, let's get back to it, eh?
Let's do your round.